Ladies and gentlemen, it is another episode of Your Monarchs of Wrestling. This is your boy Cool McCain, still repping the background for one of the new AAL2 teams for next season, the Virginia Legion. Shout out to them. We will be covering them as everybody else. Cheap pops, I'm all about them. That's what I do. But I'm gonna go ahead and switch that since we on the wrestling thing. I'm gonna go ahead and switch that. But I didn't want to kind of sneak that in there for a second because I am who I am. Well, there's really nothing else to say. And I think I'm gonna go with this one. This is a great blend of, yeah, that's the one. That brings this sort of giddiness. Yeah, that's it. All right, guys.
You enjoy being on the bottom of the screen?
At times, yeah. So above me on these two sides, right here, I have, as always, my other brother in the debauchery of monarchy that we are here, the playmaker. On this side, our friend of the show and multi-time guest, the one, Mr. Cole Johnson. I told him I'm gonna start calling him Silky Johnson. Silky Johnson.
Not Silky.
No.
How you doing, Monarchs?
We are not going Silky Johnson. We are not going that route.
Silky Johnson.
We gonna go Petty Johnson first.
Petty? In what fashion?
Sir, we don't use such words around here. So,
look at Pence Petty.
Hey.
Unfortunately, King Petty ain't showed up.
The Earl of Pettiness, sir.
Yeah, speaking of King Petty, where is he?
I don't know. Message him. See when he coming.
Yolanda says, here on time, Playmaker, like you asked me to, and you're not here. That is not on Playmaker. That is on one Cool McCain. I will take that because it is my fault. So there we go. John Gerwig says, what up, Cedric? It's G-Wig. And then Mr. Daniel Berry, a consistent viewer of the program, says, happy Monday. Hey, everyone. What's going on, Daniel? Appreciate you always checking in with us, man. One thing we know is Monday we're going to do Monarchs, and we're going to see Daniel Berry in them comments. That's word. And, of course,
yeah. And share this out there, everybody. I don't care. If you know somebody's a wrestling fan, get it to them, share it out, whatever the case may be. We're changing it up today because we have a PLE this weekend.
They make the change.
That's Tuesday night. Darn right, I changed it. So smart. I had to think of something, and I was like, you know what? Can't do the number out on this one.
Whatever you say, sir.
And then
different opinions on this topic. So
yeah, definitely different opinions. It's gonna be interesting. And Thursday morning happened, which not a lot of words had to be said. There's some fact that Mr. Cool said, well, I guess we know who the legendary wrestler of the week gonna be.
Yeah, that message came out. Yes. Actually, the message didn't come out till Friday. I was surprised. I thought that was gonna be sent Thursday, 5 minutes afterwards.
I worked Thursday, so I was too busy in the working world, and that's why you got the message there. But this week, we're going to start the show off with the legendary wrestler of the week because one Mr. Hulk Hogan passed at the age of 71. I think a lot of people were surprised that he was 71. They thought he was older than that.
That's fair.
But when news broke, Cole Johnson was one of the people I was like, you know what? You got an open invitation Monday.
So let's be clear. Cole Johnson has a standing invitation whenever he would like to come on. Doesn't matter what we're talking about. Let's be clear.
No, he does.
Thank you, sir.
He does, but I say this one, yeah. Get this one in. If we can get Mr. Wise and Hefe on here, that would be even better.
Did you send him a notation, sir?
Oh, I definitely did.
Okay. Well, shout out to Real Wise Radio in case the wise one, El Jefe himself, was not able to make it because he may have prior things going on. Shout out to Real Wise Radio. Either way it goes. Baby. So,
but since I'm the youngest of the group, I'll let my two brothers go first when it comes to the
All right.
one immortal Hulk Hogan.
You go ahead, Mr. Johnson. You are our pseudo guest.
All right. Well, I mean, I can wax poetic on. He captured the imagination of people when he was the WWF champion, and before then, he started in Rocky 3, and before then, he actually had a stint in the WWF before WWF before. And all throughout that time, yeah, he was probably the focal point of the 80s in wrestling. But even in that regard, and of course, yes, in the 90s, he decided to be the number one bad guy or heel by being the leader of the NWO. And I mean, I could go on and on about all of that. However, how can I put this in a wonderful way? I don't ever want to see anyone die, but in seeing the news, my blood ran cold because he died, if I'm not mistaken, 10 years on the very day he decided to call those who look like Playmaker and Cool and myself Negras. And that's not the word he used. And he actually posted, hard ER. And went even further to say, I am a racist. I'm a racist to an extent. Went on to actually have this tirade that was recorded. This was not perceived. This is actually recorded. So and I'm seeing takes on, well, I mean, you have to give him credit for this guy. I don't care what his politics are. I don't care what his history's been. He's the greatest wrestler ever lived. No, he's not.
Definitely not that.
No. Now, is he the biggest star in wrestling history? I would say yes. But he's not the biggest star of the company. He's not the biggest star the industry's ever produced. That to me is The Rock, because he went on to actually kill another industry. He's not the one who made the industry the most money. That's Stone Cold. So his history is checkered. His history is colored with controversy. And as wonderful as he was as a character, unfortunately, as a person, he left a lot to be desired. And again, prayers to the family, prayers to his wife. But with others who passed, where I felt something, I felt absolutely nothing for Terry Bollea's death.
I'm going to hit you close to Mr. Johnson, but just a little bit more to the left. As a kid, Hulkamania, pray, say your prayers, eat your vitamins, Real American, all that. And as I got older, I kind of realized, wait a minute, Real American. That kind of already had me thinking, like, Real American, like, what is a Real American? And then he kind of explained it with his support for Donald J. Trump, his N-word with the hard ERs multiple times. Bubba Love the Sponge or whatever, Bubba the Sponge, whatever, on his show multiple times, showing out using phrases that will get your hind parts whooped in the wrong parts of the country.
Yes.
And the thing that disappointed me was the fact that we have house Negroes in the WWE today. I'm not going to name nobody, but you house Negroes know who you are.
I'm glad I didn't address that.
You said anything about this man using the hard ER and talking about if you're going to mess with one of those hard ERs, at least get one of them that's 7-8 feet tall to play basketball, so I can have me some little half ER grandkids that make us some money one day. The fact that so many people are uptight and some that look like me, Playmaker, and Cole Johnson about people bringing up the fact of what this man said, and the fact that so many people are overlooking that altogether, acting like it didn't happen. But here's my thing,
Mm,
and
mm.
people are gonna say, "Oh, this is not the same," but we still won't even talk about Chris Benoit. And yeah, he murdered people, but we know that there was CT involved, so there was probably bad cognitive thinking at the time. We don't celebrate his
Right.
career. We don't celebrate New Jack's career. We don't celebrate Superfly Jimmy Snooker career. We don't celebrate these guys because of things that happened to them. But we push all that aside when it's Hulk Hogan, brother, and we act like none of that happened. So that's my issue. But back to Hulk Hogan. Hulk Hogan, the wrestler, he did make changes to the industry. He was a star, but he was pushed to be that.
Yeah.
Now he took it and ran with it, but he was pushed to be that. He was given the opportunities. And if somebody else didn't pop right away, it was given back to Hogan, i.e. Ultimate Warrior, i.e. Randy Savage,
Right.
and the others. So if Hogan gets 2-3 years to get over, and other guys get 3 months to get over, 6 months to get over, doesn't seem quite equal. Now again, this is not to take away from Hulk Hogan the wrestler. Hulk Hogan the wrestler, I can separate from the racist bigot piece of trash that was Terry Bollea. Okay, so Hulk Hogan, the industry will miss you, but as the fans let you know with your last appearance, because of the things that you've done off um the wrestling side, you don't have the same love that you would have had you not done that. And let's be clear, there are other people who have said or done um, probably worse things, but when it's discovered, when it's put out there, that's when we know who you truly are. You know, like I said, the wrestler, I can push him to the side and say he's going to be missed for what he did in the past. Right now, even before he passed, I could care less about seeing him in the ring, seeing him around wrestling anymore because of the things that he said as the person that he truly is. That guy, I'm going to go with Cole and say, I don't, I wasn't like, yes, Hogan died. Forget
Right.
that piece of scum. But I wasn't like, oh no, Hulk Hogan died, man. It's terrible. I was just like, oh man, Hulk Hogan passed away.
Yep.
You made yourself a person to me, and obviously to Cole Johnson, a lot of other people in wrestling groups I'm in, that you cannot have the same love because of the bigotry that you showed, the hatred and racism that you showed toward people that look like us. And I will not sit here and praise you as a person when you did that. I will not. Some will, and if you want to, that's on you. I'm not going to do it. But my condolences do go out to his family and friends because you lost your fellow bigot.
Oh.
That's all I got to say about that.
Fellow bigot.
Birds of a feather flock together. Ain't that what we've been talking our whole lives?
Birds of a feather fly together. Yeah.
And you want me to follow that?
You the one that wanted to go last.
Okay, so.
And Cool was perfect. He's spot on with everything. He said, spot on.
Appreciate that.
I don't even know where to go from here. That's why I was saying I would let y'all go first because y'all had no more about that time period than me for obvious reasons.
I'm just saying. Told me to go first.
I was introduced to Hulk Hogan when he was in WCW. The way Cole Johnson would like to put it, he wasn't Hulk Hogan. He was Hollywood Hogan.
By then, yes.
Mm-hmm.
That's when I was introduced to Hulk Hogan, the NWO, and WCW. For those of you who don't know about me, my sister who's in the chat and my brother, they got me to watch wrestling. The first thing they got me into was WCW. wasn't until the late 90s until I was introduced to the WWF at the time, known as WWE. So when I first introduced to Hulk Hogan, I thought he was always the bad guy. Made all the rules, got to do whatever he wanted to do, and everybody got to bow down to him in the NWO. So got to see one of the most famous things that happened in WCW when he teamed up with Dennis Rodman and Diamond Dallas Page and Karl Malone on the other side while doing the NBA Finals, by the way. It's still one of the craziest things that I have ever seen. Playing each other in the finals and we gonna wrestle each other as well.
It was definitely different.
Yeah, it was.
Obviously willing to put Goldberg over in Atlanta, becoming the first undefeated man to hold the World Heavyweight Championship. He would go on to do other rivalries with Sting, and I don't think he did a rivalry with Macho Man in WCW. I think that was WWF only. And then, of course, he comes back. Would that be 01 or 02?
02.
02. I want to say 02 because I knew it was after the invasion era, which is an underrated era in my opinion.
Well, thanks to the booking.
He comes back, NWO, they do that thing, and then he reverts back to what most people know him for. Hulk Hogan, the yellow and red, real American. All his storylines with Vince McMahon back then. And then in 2007 is when things got complicated surrounding one Mr. Terry. Sex tape leak, the racist comments, and then people started to see who Terry was. And to piggyback off one of Cool's point, y'all got a backstage look at who Terry was and not a Hulk Hogan. Hulk Hogan tell you, say your prayer, eat your vitamins. And Terry was the, would you say the exact opposite of that?
Yes, he was the anti-Hulk Hogan in every way, shape, and form.
Mm-hmm.
So that's why I like the fact Cool brought up. I can put the performer in one side and I can put the actual person on the other side. Because whatever side you on, I think both sides are missing it. Y'all just see for what y'all think or what y'all want to see him as.
Well,
it's too different.
Go ahead.
Because the way that my comments was going, I was like, well, darn. It's like it's either one way or the other. Ain't like, okay, first, let's be honest. Where wrestling would be where it's at if it wasn't for Hogan?
Unfortunately, no.
So this is my answer to that question.
Unfortunately, no.
We don't know, because if someone else had been given the same opportunity, they could have possibly ran with it.
I agree with that sentiment, but
I do give him props for getting the ball and running with it.
Right.
But I'm not going to go as far as to say, oh, no one else could have done that. Hulk Hogan changed the industry. We see that every time there's a hole, a vacuum, somebody comes and fills it.
I mean, look, I agree with the sentiment, but he was the guy that Vince McMahon pushed and people gobbled up in a way that no other has been gobbled up. But we have seen since then others who have been embraced even more and even louder than him. So yeah, I agree with you on that. It's just that he's the guy. He's the guy who's going to get the credit for being the number one wrestler ever. But to your earlier point, Playmaker, I thought he sucked as a performer. He was great. He was great at reading the room. Like he was charismatic, but in terms of just in the ring, even when he actually showed he can wrestle in Japan, he looked stiff. So as a performer, I didn't like him. As a character, I didn't like him. So it only fortified what I dislike about him as the human being.
So, I mean, you have the right to see it how you want to see it. And there are some of you out there that want to see him as the real American hero. And then there's those of you out there that want to see him as the racist guy that you come to find out he was.
Thank God for Kurt Angle.
And also, we have to point out the main reason that he kept getting the push was because he kept snitching on everybody when they were trying to unionize wrestlers so they could get better accommodations and things. He was the one that kept snitching. So not only was he a racist bigot, he was also a rat. I ain't going to say the second word, but you know.
And he also used his pull to stay on top and push others who, to me, I thought were better. Paul Orndorff, Roddy Piper, Randy Savage, just to name three.
Mr. Perfect never was a champion. That's almost
that is ridiculous. One of the best workers in that time period and never got a sniff at the championship.
Two of the people that you named, Cole, was never champions.
Yeah.
Roddy Piper never won the world title.
No. And Paul Orndorff never won it either.
You know why you can't win the title? If there's a reason why we call Becky Lynch Becky Hogan.
Mm-hmm.
And y'all know the staunchest person who's been coming to Hulk Hogan's defense. I'm gonna start calling her Tessa Hogan.
Oh Lord,
Tessa Blanchard.
No.
Of course, she would come to his defense.
Oh, Tessa Blanchard.
Nevertheless, he did change the industry for the golden era. That is what it's called, right? The golden era.
Or golden era. Or the Federation era. Yeah.
I have never heard nobody say Federation era.
Yeah. Federation era.
I know Federation Golden. There was another thing they called it, but we just called it Golden Era. That's fine.
Well, yeah.
I think the golden era might fit the best. But however you want to see it, the man is profoundly known in the wrestling industry. He will be remembered for what he did in the wrestling industry. And if you don't like him as a person, you have every right not to. And it is what it is. But for this week, without question, there was nobody else we could put a legendary wrestler of the week but a Hulk Hogan. So as Cool said, thank you for your contributions to the wrestling industry, Mr. Hogan. And then I think we can take a break right here.
Like Playmaker about to get blurry eyed real quick, so
No, I'm not.
So he can get himself together.
No, I'm not. Now I'm about to turn into Playmaker.
Oh, okay. Let's get it.
Rams fans all around the world.
It's a beautiful thing to be a Rams fan right now. Stafford's back. We're going to see about Cup. And running back Kerryon Williams to return.
Lend me your ears, or should I say lend Playmaker your ears, as he breaks down week by week everything in the Los Angeles Rams canon.
Number 99, Aaron Donald. Can't wait for 2029 to come to know that you are going in the Hall of Fame, and it should be first ballot, no questions asked.
Join the Playmaker as he breaks down everything Los Angeles Rams style in Ramily Talk. on the Playmakers Blog Network YouTube channel and where you can find podcasts. Whether it's news, the largest egg producer finds bird flu in chickens at a Texas plant, weather, devastating tornadoes rip through the heart of the United States, inspiration, a breast cancer survivor completed the journey of chemotherapy, and now begins a future one of matrimony or sports. Michael Jordan is shown on a photo with Diddy. LeBron James has a video extolling the virtues of a Diddy party. This has been yet another Beating a Dead Horse presentation. We got you covered. BS3 Network proudly presents The Morning Shift with Cole Johnson, live every weekday morning beginning April 29th at 8 a.m. Eastern, 7 a.m. Central. Hey, Eagles fan, join my man Cool McCain and a host of others as they break down every single game, every single week in an objective manner, and also from a fan's perspective as well. Remember, this cast feels just like you. Nobody likes you. And you don't care. Fly, Eagles, fly. Eagles Elite Podcast, every Wednesday at 8:30 p.m. Eastern on YouTube and other podcast outlets.
All right, good people.
You want to go through the comments? I'm pretty sure I know people have something to say about this. This is Hulk Hogan we're talking about.
I'll even let you read them, sir. How about
Yeah, Cole read him. He's the great voice reader.
Well, thank you. All right, well, when you want to pull 2 minutes, we go. All right, we have Victor Locke, VLOCK 83, or the man that we call Vicalock. He says, "Oh, sorry, I missed Shooting Lights Out, Kings." Well, how are you Monarchs of Wrestling doing?
Don't worry, Cool missed it too.
I'm a non-monarch, but I'm doing fine.
Cool also missed it last week because somebody didn't want him on.
I ain't saying you want you on. I don't even.
Anyway,
Cool McCain is on the campaign to be the third co-host of the show. That's what he's doing.
not really. I mean, I just like, I don't need a title. I just like to get on and talk about basketball. I'm not asking for a title. I have never requested to you. Could you please give me a title on your show? I could just be.
You don't gotta request it. You don't gotta request it. That's like he don't have to say that. He just put up a visual.
Oh my goodness!
And I know where he's going.
Castle Daniel Garcia. He says, "Great King of the Ring winners, Booker T and Kurt Angle." Glad you're on the show. Yolanda says, "Should have had me on too."
Talk to your brother about that one, Yolanda.
That would have been interesting to see what she had to say about Hulk Hogan. She went on to say he's been getting dragged badly on social media.
Oh, I know. Trust me, I know.
As he should.
I was going to say it, and deservedly so. He deserved to get dragged. When I say wrestler trying to take up for him too, even Booker T, SMH, or shaking my head. Yes, and also there was comments of Kevin Nash saying, "Well, black wrestlers, they weren't saying jack. They were talking all this type of they weren't saying all this noise when Terry was alive, but now he's dead. And they're talking all sorts of trash." I'm like, wow, that's cold. Why are you being like that, man? Why are you being problematic? Sip that wine and shut up.
Thanks, Kevin.
Byron Cutler, what's up? How you doing? He says we need definitely a rant because they used AI.
Not they use AI.
Yolanda says, look, his own daughter wasn't, and unfortunately, I don't think she's going to attend his funeral. Wasn't even talking to him. Yeah, the one who was dating a black guy that spawned the
that
one
led to the
racist, racist and profanity laden tirade. Yes, the second one, correct.
Yeah.
Yolanda went also on to say they are saying that the wrestler Hulk and Terry are two different people. That's a bunch of crap to me. And
So, like I said,
agree with you, Yolanda.
I can separate the two and give him his props, but it's one person. Neither one of them like people that look like us, but they like getting money off of us. Sounds familiar, doesn't it?
They'll take the money.
Yeah, sounds familiar, doesn't it?
Mm-hmm.
There was another way I was going to go in my discussion that I elected not to do so.
I'm glad you didn't.
But let's just say that a lot of people that are celebrating him probably have similar feelings.
I will say a color burn. I don't need Cole Johnson to fall out of his chair laughing.
I'm gonna leave that there. One more here.
Orange head.
You knew where I was going.
Orange head. Oh my gosh, that still makes me happy. Mm-hmm. That still makes me happy. Goodness. Oh my goodness. Benny Boom 6'8". He says, "Look, as a kid, I like seeing Hulk Hogan. I saw Hulk Hogan wrestle at the Philadelphia Spectrum. He was one of the best of his era. There's no question he drew a lot of interest to him, and his name was. I mean, you have Tony Atlas who said, "Look, his name was on the card. It was a guaranteed sellout." There is no denying how much of a draw he was. There's no denying that.
Yeah,
he was a draw. Still doesn't take away from the bad and political wrestler that he was behind his backstage, and I wasn't.
Mm-hmm.
But he knew how to be proud. No question about that.
So now that we got the how do I want
to NXT and A, sir?
Emotional
brother
away. Don't you do
that.
NXT took place at a certain city familiar to one Cole Johnson.
H10.
Houston, Texas.
H10, stand up.
Book T. I don't know why they let
sir.
I guess because it was in Houston and they want to say Booker T go ahead open us up, which he did for whatever reason. Probably didn't need it, but
you know it's the reason.
That's probably why.
It is what it is.
Yeah.
The tag team champions Hank and Tank teaming with Ruka and Zaria to take on the Cullen. The Cullen won. I'm just gonna leave it like that.
You sound happy about that.
So very happy.
Yeah, I'm very thrilled. Very, very thrilled. You see the thrillness in me?
I hear it as well. Yes.
Yeah. You think that's a thrill? You ready for another thrill?
What would that be, sir?
The Fatal Influence made their entrance with JC2 belt Jane.
I thought she was a transitional champion. I mean, I thought she would have the title be taken from her. First defense. What happened?
Tomfoolery was what happened.
The fact that me and Ku actually saw this coming was like, oh great, now we gotta deal with this. We was already prepared for
it with Masha. I'm like, oh Lord.
Yeah, because
so it's like, oh Lord.
I already felt like it, but in the moment when
save it. We gonna get there. We gonna get there because TNA gonna be a part of this.
Right.
TNA definitely gonna be a part of this.
You're right.
She did a promo. Don't want to get into the promo. I'm saving the promos for TNA because I saw a different TNA this week, and yes, I was having to catch the clips with TNA. Surprisingly. So I don't know if Ava was trying to discipline Jasper Troy, but why did you put him against Ricky Saints? Why? After that, man just went through a Falls Count Anywhere match with Ethan Page. What you think was going to happen?
Off the charts.
What you think was going to happen when you put Ricky Saints against Jasper Troy? What you think was going to happen?
They got to have a program when they get to Raw or SmackDown.
Well, sir, when they get to Raw or SmackDown, we're going to see them about as much as we see the number one pick, him. Once you get to Raw or SmackDown, you this correct, a right here. Unless your dad and uncle were good wrestlers.
At this moment right here, I would like to turn the floor over to my co-host because this is the part of the program where Trick really showed up.
Oh, the part of the program that actually was good.
Yeah. You know what, Mr. Johnson, you're our guest. I will allow you to have it. My gift to you, my good man.
Oh, I didn't want to take away from you because I figured you would say something powerful.
You got it, sir. This is all you.
All right. Well, if you insist.
Yes, yeah.
I actually am enjoying the. I actually am happy that the WWE is pulling Trick in this direction because I think he's finally showing personality because he seemed as a babyface that he had charisma, but he seemed stuck. But now this cocksure guy, I love it. I love it, and the fact that they're co-signing him having to face off with the Undertaker, that says that the company thinks highly of him. So I was like, oh, all right. Looking like an urban cowboy. I'm like, okay, no problem. And that TNA title actually does look good on him, but I'm liking what they're doing with him. And I think this actually is helping him because he would be right alongside of him if he was on SmackDown or Raw.
First Trick in class.
Yes.
So we just want to focus on the face-to-face between Trick Willie and the Dead Man.
Sir, my mind's all over the place. It goes to my boy, Trick Willie.
My mind's all over the place.
But yeah, Trick called out the Undertaker. And it's not smart to call the Dead Man. But you know what? If you are gonna call him out, you have to be ready to spit some hot fire. So verbally, he did spit some hot fire. But as everyone knew what was gonna happen at the end, chokeslam.
Mm-hmm. Let's just say Trick Willie was up looking at lights.
Yeah.
By the way, I will give him this. You as Cole Johnson, you want to give him prop this. He sold the heck out of that choke slam.
Yes, he did
sold
sell
like the Rock sells well.
Yeah. Right.
He sold the heck out of that choke slam.
Rock sell a stunner, boy. I'd be crying laughing. Loved it.
People were making fun of him. People were making fun of how he looked. Like that's how you look when you get that unexpected butt whooping.
Yeah, and you gotta if you're gonna call out the Undertaker, you already know what the end is gonna be. It's just how we get there. And he got there pretty. I think it made sense. You know, you're gonna give me the work anyway. I'm gonna blast you on the mic and then I'm gonna eat that choke slam. I'm with it.
Miss St. Clair, she had the honor and privilege, as one Coach Jones would like to put certain things, of being the first singles wrestler to go up against Blake Monroe. I don't think I need to tell y'all what happened.
That was an honor.
Yes. That was a privilege and an honor.
To get her butt whooped.
It was like it was a privilege for Trick Willie to get chokeslammed by the Undertaker.
But at least he got a chance to call Undertaker soft. to his face. It wasn't just Undertaker comes out to the ring, fits his meat hook around Trick's neck, and he just does a choke slam on him. That's equivalent to what happened in that Black Monroe match.
So Honor and Privacy shared the ring with Blake Monroe for the first time on a Tuesday night in a wrestling match.
And it wasn't long.
Didn't need to be long.
And it wasn't
Didn't
pretty
need to be long. Didn't need to be long. And well, we did talk about the dead man, and his wife was on NXT as well, Michelle McCool. And I don't think Flair and Influence understand what Michelle McCool did to them. I don't think they fully understand what's about to happen. You giving Hanley Last Legend, and you giving Jasmine Jada Parker tomorrow. I think the three of us know how these two matches should go.
And probably will go. Unless there's I'll use one of Cool's favorite words, tomfoolery, which exists in both matches.
Ethan Page decided to bring out a new North American title to represent Canada. And then we got a pleasant surprise, Cool McCain. Out of all the people to show up there, it had to be Santina Marella. And now Santina Marella gets a North American title match against Ethan Page. I'm going to save my question when we get to TNA. But I have a question I want to ask. And then we had that, how does Booker T say it? No bread.
No water. Just me. Yeah.
Triple threat, Oba Femi, Emma Moore, and Josh Briggs for the NXT Championship. Cool, I'll let you do your thing because you know who won this match.
I'm gonna be honest with you, man. The NXT championships don't have a lot of interest in me.
It has lost interest in you.
Mm-hmm.
What credible challenger does Oba have on that roster?
Right now, that guy will be the one holding the TNA title.
And that's not
there is where the interest lies.
And that's
right.
Really not credible at this time because I don't think they're going to do any type of match where those two are going to go up against each other. And let's be honest, even if we're talking about Trick, I mean, Trick's had a chance against Oba, and what happened?
Yeah, Nathan, big time whiff. Yeah.
That was your NXT part of the TNA, but guess what? TNA has drawn the line.
I'm so scared.
Cool. You want to explain to him what I mean?
So, TNA has decided, and this actually is happening on two fronts. So you have Fourth Row coming in. This is obviously not the one that they're talking about, but you have Fourth Row coming in. And that's where Zillify 2 and the real one, Enzo Amore, among others, are at. And that's interesting because you had some of the guys, tag team champs and the Euro-Continental, Intercontinental, or multi-country, whatever championship TNA has now.
International.
We're fun. I know, you know, I like to be funny with all these titles. But so they're having a little thing where they're gonna team together to stop those Fourth Row guys. But then we have this NXT and TNA thing, and now.
Oh, you was talking about Dark State. I didn't know you was talking about Dark State the whole time.
No, I wasn't talking about fourth row, sir.
Oh, well.
Yeah.
Those same four guys you're talking about were talking about taking out Dark State. So
Dark State is
you don't have to say it. We get it.
Dark State right now is the redheaded stepchild of NXT and A as a whole. They don't beat anybody.
Yeah, they're on their road to becoming Retribution.
If they're not already there. But
right.
The biggest beef I have with Dark State, and I know that's not where we're going, but I just want to say they have to win some. You don't have to win all the time, but you can't always lose. Because who always loses? What do we call those guys that always lose?
Jobbers.
Yes, and jobbers are not what we call guys who are threats, right? Because jobbers job.
That is correct.
Jobbers job to everybody.
Mm-hmm.
Dark State jobs to everybody.
That's right.
So Dark State are jobbers. That's all I'm going to say.
So they should be called Job State. Yeah.
They might have a new nickname, the Dark Jobbers. Job State.
That man said Job State. Oh my gosh. Anyway, TNA drew the line against NXT. They mean business now. It only took you to lose both of your world titles to finally gain some balls.
I mean, these are loose associations, right? You got Moose coming out talking about he's gonna take the championship from Trick Willie.
Trick Williams.
You got I mean, he lost. He just got through losing a lesser championship.
I mean, yeah, the X Division champ. Yeah, championship.
Yeah, you X Division champion. You lost that. Now you talking about you gonna go after the big dog? Come on. I like the groups forming up, and hey, we're gonna take care of those guys. Matt Cardona says, hey, I'll help the system. So like they try to destroy me 3 or 4 times in the past month. I'm just gonna overlook all that. I'm gonna help you guys. Even though I'm not really TNA, I'm kind of like just all over the place, but I'm gonna join TNA. Then you have a system wanting to go after Trick Willie and his boys, First Class. Which the name should be Tricky Class. I like that.
That don't make sense because Trick Williams the only one that's part of NXT. The other two, they part of TNA.
Well, I mean, he's technically part of TNA since he's their champion.
Well, they've been calling him outsider, so that's why I said that.
I mean, I get it, but I'm just saying technically you can call him outsider, but
he's your champion.
Yeah. You can not like it, you can cry about it, you can whine about it, you can do whatever else, but guess what? At the end of the day, that's your champion, that's your El Capitan. That's your leader.
Like JC Jane is your women's champion.
Yep. Then, since we're talking about JC James, Masha Slamovich has insisted and been given her rematch for her TNA championship, which means, in my opinion, she's probably going to win it back.
I don't think she's going to win it back.
I think she might, because they got the shock value. If I'm on the TNA side, I'm like, look, man, y'all taking our wrestlers, you're taking our belts, you're going to give us that women's championship back.
I think they trying to set up another Invasion 2.0.
But is it really an invasion if you're already working together?
There's
a reason why I call it NXT&A. It's literally one show. Like
how they presented on TNA. How they presented on TNA, I was like, so y'all just trying to recapture the invasion angle. That's what we doing here. So we drawing the line and make it like 2 companies when they go against each other. Okay. I just need to know who's going to be on Team TNA and who's going to be on Team NXT. And let's go from there. Okay, that's exactly where they're heading at.
You are correct. But oh, and Santino Marella wants to fight Ethan Page for the NXT North American Championship. He wants to get some gold back on TNA.
That leads to my question. Do we really believe that they gonna put that title on Santino Marella?
What up, B Diddy?
No.
If they put a title on Santino Marella, I will be watching because we do the show. I will have no concern or care for what happens if they do that.
Santino out here telling them, so we need to fight back, and so that's what I'm bringing one of their titles to TNA. Not you,
right? Why don't you send Moose or you know what I'm saying, Joe Hendry or Mike Santana to get it? Why are you trying to get a title? What is you doing? Now, what they could do if I was TNA, I would be going after their tag team titles because the NXT tag team champions are a bigger bore than the War Raiders when they were champions.
Hank and Tank.
Do they deserve to have their name called, sir?
And that's unfortunate. Oh, wow. Not do they deserve to have their name called. Wow.
I mean, don't you have to do something to be talking about?
That's pretty.
They just got done getting beat by Colin, all right?
Yeah.
I said their name.
That's pretty strong.
And before that, what were they doing? And before that, what were they doing? I'm putting the words
having a crisis
Not a
identity.
thing.
Having a crisis identity, and all of a sudden they won 3 matches in a row and they became tag team champions.
Right.
And I didn't have identity crisis. Yes.
Let's hit the rest of these comments real quick, gentlemen. That's about it for TNA. Like TNA didn't really have a.
Like I said, TNA. The main thing about TNA, we drawing the line against the NXT.
Yeah, we are, and then we're drawing the line on the other side against fourth rope. So we have 2 lines that we're drawing.
Oh Lord.
Leon Slater, the Hardys, and the international champion. They want to fight for people from NXT. Like,
good Lord.
Like I said, Invasion 2.0.
Benny Boom 680 says,
no, go ahead.
He says, oh, by the way, I'll be at the 2-night SummerSlam event in New Jersey, holding up my number 1 in the air. Of course, that's referring to Roman Reigns.
Yeah, we'll
OTC.
get there.
We'll
get there.
Yolanda, she says, look, I know we're not talking about AEW yet, but I have to say Timeless Toni Storm is the very best part of AEW. I just love her character. I'm with you. That's the best thing they ever created. That's the best thing they ever created. Hands down, without question. Number two is very distant.
Her opponent didn't hold her end of a bargain.
What, Mercedes multi-belts?
No. That's why Cool ain't saying nothing. You know who I'm talking about.
Monet 8 belts didn't do. He ain't talking about her though.
Yolanda goes on and says, yeah, Trick and A loving it. Yeah.
I hate that damn
He is awesome.
I love
she
it.
goes
Trick
on to
and
say,
A.
look, I am tired of them letting Lash and Miss Parker lose all the time.
They ain't losing tomorrow.
Well,
They better not lose tomorrow.
All I'm saying is, I love the legend of Lash. And how you doing, Miss Parker?
I'm with you on that, man. Yes. Yeah, I'm hearing Rihanna sing.
Okay, you deserve that because now that I recall, I don't think you didn't really dive into the case last week. You was
I did not. I refrained myself from all the opportunities.
No, he did not. He did not.
I refrained myself for an entire week, 2 weeks.
Oh my gosh!
So you go ahead and get that one there.
She goes on to say they could push Jasper for the title, NXT title, that is.
Yeah.
No, I think who they finna push next is Javon Evans.
Yeah, I believe that's who they're going to push toward the title next.
Because as NXT went off air, Javon Evans was like he was doing homework or what, and then Undertaker gave him some words.
Yeah. She says, well, that's all I could think of. Yeah. But the next comment, 100% agree. Yolanda says, Dark State is trash.
If you put a slash behind it, jobbers, and it's a complete statement.
Yes. Agree 100%. She continues on and saying, I miss the days of Raw versus SmackDown. Everybody be on everybody's show. Yeah, well, that's not how they roll now.
Well, Yolanda, a lot of this you can thank one particular person for.
Oh, no. There we go. Perfect.
He had a good week this week. Can we not go there? He had a good week this week, in my opinion.
Well, I mean,
he had a good week
like
this
a
week.
little bit more than the rest of us do.
As a saying that we have heard OGs say to us, what's that? A sun shines on the dogs behind sometimes.
Yep.
I can go a different route.
A damaged clock is still right twice a day.
That too.
Why did this man call in my head? Because he knew I was going. Cool knew exactly what I was thinking.
I mean, I was thinking the same thing, so I figured it's a high probability.
High probability.
Yeah.
Was anything interesting happening?
Yeah, I get a little clarity.
Did anything interesting happen during AEW?
I can make it real quick.
Because I know that people was not happy with how the whole Athena and Tony Storm match went. That's why I said that earlier.
They need to have a match. It was Athena's lackey and Tony Storm. Yeah.
Second.
Yeah. But so Dustin Rhodes had his first defense of the TNT title on Collision. Collision. Nobody probably even knew what happened because it was on Collision. But he did have his first match on Collision. MJF went a little bit overboard, got slammed against the wall by Bobby Lashley and told, I want you out of the Hurt Syndicate. So we'll see how that ends up playing out. And then he came out, MJF by himself, and did the ignorant MJF stuff, running his mouth, and got embarrassed by the old country.
And then it has his patented low blow. Yeah. I'm like, look, show something else, please.
Swerve looks like he's going to be going after the undisputed title.
I still don't know why that's called the undisputed title to this day.
I have my
still
thoughts,
don't understand that.
But we'll talk about that at a later date. Tony Storm's still the best thing there. We have all these people, the Don Callis family, and hardly any of them have belts. So there's that.
So Don Callis got a whole army, and then one of them can catch a belt.
Or barely contenders for one. Yeah.
Yeah. Okada's got one, and probably somebody else, but for the most part, yeah. Ricochet's found his backup in Bishop Khan and the other dude.
I didn't know he was still there. Oh my bad.
Yeah, they're there. So that's his backup.
My bad. I'm sorry, Ricochet. I didn't mean to say that out loud.
A couple more things, but nothing of great importance. We can hop on over and do the SummerSlam preview because that's what we're here for. And Cope did get paid the Hurt Syndicate.
Oh, and then Heyman blooded up Yuta
to beat up FTR.
Will Yuta's face.
Yeah.
Well.
We hurt people.
CM Punk and Gunther had their first face-to-face as they get ready to their match for the World Heavyweight Championship at SummerSlam. First match of the night from Raw. Running it back, Sheamus and Rusev. And we're all 1-1, fellas. So I guess we got to have a rubber match. Sheamus wins this one.
I'm so excited.
Very thrilled.
I'm so excited.
But it was another physical match.
Yeah, as they all are, but I'm so thrilled. Wake me when that's over.
Man, this is where things got interesting, in my
Really?
opinion. We had a number one contenders match for the World Tag Team title. It was the Creed Brothers versus the LWO versus the New Day. Who will face Finn Balor and JD McDonough? Lo and behold, out of all the teams you could have picked, you picked the LWO.
Well, you got to pick somebody, and you can't keep picking the same blame 3 teams for a year.
They're gonna pick the Creed Brothers though.
You can't keep picking the same 3 blame teams for a year.
I don't even remember the Creed Brothers having a title match.
Oh, you remember the one that they allowed the they did have the one where they did the New Day play them.
How long ago was that?
Well, the New Day it can't be that long ago because the New Day was champs then, and they ain't been champs long.
Yeah,
They
like
weren't champs
about
long.
that was probably like a month. Probably
Yeah,
what 6 weeks ago, somewhere around that time period. Yeah.
Becky Lynch. I almost said Becky Hogan, but Becky Lynch.
Becky Hogan.
And a lot of our care they changed some words before their match at SummerSlam. And lo and behold, before then, Lyra Akira found out that Bayley went to Adam Pearce and put them two together against the Judgment Day for the tag team titles. Dirty Dom was in attendance. And he took a fake boot to the face, but on the ground holding his stomach. Figure that part out. With all the stress going on, Becky Lynch decided to come back to the arena, pull a lot of Valkyrie off the apron and toss her to the ring steps, and then left Bayley all by herself. So you know who won, and we captured the titles. Judgment Day still got them titles.
What a shock.
We had Sami Zayn and Karrion Kross running back. New city, new show, same outcome. Karrion Kross beat Sami Zayn.
Woo-hoo, finally. I don't care how you won it finally.
Too late.
Notice I said Paul had a good week. I ain't say he had a great week. Well, remember that, right? I ain't say great. I said he had a good. This is why he had a good and not a great week. For the second time, and I don't remember how long, y'all sat there and gave me Io Sky versus Stephanie Vaquera, and for the second time, we can't get it finished.
It ends with interference.
And you're surprised that Paul did that?
That's why I said good, not great.
You're definitely not. You know better.
Stop giving me this match if I'm not going to have a finish.
The
You're
playmaker.
going to have a finish.
You got to finish.
Oh, Lord.
There was a winner and there was a loser.
There was no winner in either one of the matches.
There actually was because somebody got disqualified, so the other person won.
No, they didn't even announce a winner.
I know, but I'm saying whoever got hit first was the winner. That's how.
Well, technically, he is correct.
I'm looking at what Bleacher Report says. No contest.
Bleacher Report gets their information from Paul.
Oh, Lord.
How about that?
Why, Paul?
No contest. During you. Next time, say this match for a PLE and make sure I have a finish. A clear-cut winner, please.
Sir. Why would you want a winner? What's on
Because
your
they
mind?
keep teasing it, so I know at some point down the line you're gonna have a winner somewhere. So I can't avoid it.
Like I said, when you have a match that there's outside interference, whoever gets hit first, the other person gets disqualified, so they're a winner. So no contest is a piece of trash, and that's not how the rules of wrestling go. But Paul doesn't care about it.
I want a clear cut winner.
You can get a clear cut winner. Whoever does get hit, whoever gets hit first is the winner.
No time for it, no nothing. Them two ladies in the center of the ring, duking it out. Somebody gets the 3 count because neither one of them does submission moves. Yeah, I want a 1, 2, 3 count.
Well, sir, I mean, in order to get that, you're gonna have to put something in place where other people can't get to the ring and ruin a match.
No, just do it at a PLE where nothing else matters but them two. How about that?
But sir, this is not even for a championship. It's always gonna matter unless it was at one place.
This match wasn't even for a championship, but this
It
them
should have
two
been an
champions
evolution.
better.
Maybe it should have been an evolution.
Not but, sir.
But
My
the
fact,
ball was fumbled.
if I remember
Right.
correctly, if I remember correctly, Cole Jones, the first match wasn't even about titles. It was just 2 champions fighting each other. Am I correct?
According to Paul, I guess.
Yeah, you are correct.
Because that was right after WrestleMania.
Evolution could have been the second match.
Yeah, they would.
No, they rated after.
Yeah, they were
Evolution.
champions. Yeah, and
No, sir. But my point is, it could have been an evolution. I mean, the men on SmackDown don't ever compete in the tag team championship matches on PLEs unless it's all of them.
Why are you jumping ahead, man?
no,
Why you jumping ahead?
Foreshadowing. Called foreshadowing.
That's called
All right.
foreshadowing.
And then put my one in the air. The OTC returned.
And that was the highlight of Raw.
Yep. And he hugged Jey Uso.
The OTC had some words for one Paul Heyman. Words that I cannot repeat on this very program, unfortunately, because I would love to. This time, Jey Uso evens the odds against Bronson Reed and Braun Breaker. Now you're just missing one member. And he'll be showing up there soon.
Who could that be, sir?
Speaking of foreshadowing.
Foreshadowing.
Who could that be? Oh, boy.
Obviously, SmackDown opened up with a remembrance of Hulk Hogan.
And lots of pro Hogan segments.
Up in Cleveland. That's what Victor.
Cleveland.
But the real action began with Impulsive with Logan Paul hosting his show on SmackDown. I'm not gonna have this debate this time. I'm letting it go.
Debate?
Let's grow.
What type of debate?
Let's grow.
Cool know what I'm talking about because I said Logan Paul and him being on SmackDown. I'm letting that go. I'm just gonna let it go.
Mr. I will turn off the TV. Yeah.
That too, but this is more going back to Paul again. It was my problem with this. That's why I'm saying I'm just gonna let that go. His guest was supposed to be Jelly Roll. Jelly Roll interrupts him. They exchange words. Drew McIntyre shows up, and Randy Orton shows up. And he have a nice brawl to begin SmackDown. First match on the card. Ladies, you're up. Roxanne Perez going against Alexa Bliss. And I said to make things interesting, Roxanne Perez must win this match. Or else you just going to give us a foregone conclusion how SummerSlam going to go. And Roxanne Perez won the match. People think Alexa Bliss might have broken her nose. We shall see. But she was bleeding at the end of the match.
She's a tough chick.
Her and Charlotte had a nice moment backstage. And people are starting to fall in love with Charlotte Flair.
Probably for the first time that she's ever actually been affiliated with wrestling, which is crazy. Especially after, all because of Alexa Bliss.
And they're having fun together.
Yeah, they were supposed to have a match at SummerSlam, but Charlotte called an audible.
Chelsea Green wanted to run her mouth, and then she found herself in a match with Jay Cargill.
Jay Cargill won the match and lost the war at the same time. And lo and behold,
Tiffany Stratton comes for the save.
Her savior was one. Tiffy time.
Speaking of running your mouth and putting yourself in a predicament you shouldn't be in, The Miz showed up in his hometown of Cleveland, had some words with Jacob Fatu, and then decided to slap the living daylights out of Jacob Fatu, which is not the brightest move you can do.
Oh, Vince is not the sharpest tool in the shed.
You know you in trouble when you slap somebody and they lick their lips and smile at you.
Mm-hmm.
It never works out well. It didn't hear either.
Fatu defeated The Miz. The MTFs decided to show up, and Jimmy Uso was back up for Jacob Fatu with a steel chair.
Took a while for that to pay off. Took a while. Finally did.
Cody Rhodes came to the ring. First, he said some words about Hulk Hogan, and then he said he wanted to fight the real John Cena at SummerSlam.
Hey, Cody, you know what the problem is? You can't see him anymore.
No. You see, my wife has a penchant for dad jokes. And I explained to her that when dad jokes are told, I cringe. That was a dad joke. Oh my gosh.
It was.
Damian Priest and Aleister Black exchanged video packages.
I don't mind
it. Cole Johnson approves of the video package exchanged by Damian Priest and Aleister Black.
It wasn't bad or good to me. It was just like same old thing over and over. Over and over again.
Then we get to the main event.
I'm just happy they're actually doing something concrete with Aleister Black.
And then we get to the main event. The WWE Tag Team titles on the line. The Wyatt Six defending against Rey Felix and Andrade.
I'm so glad they got a chance to main event for no reason.
So either
So just to be clear, was this a no context as well? Playmaker?
Yes.
Are they being consistent with not?
No, they are very inconsistent.
This wouldn't qualify as a no contest. No, because Nikki Cross dragged the ref out.
Well, you never know because everything's a little whatever Paul feeling at that moment.
But I would say this though. They didn't hurt. They didn't hurt Wade Felix and Andrade. They protected.
No, it didn't hurt them. Yeah,
they protected them with this.
I just get the feeling that's the extent of the protection.
Because me and Cool was about to go off because it's like y'all gonna have this team that's red hot be the first defense of the Wyatt Six. Are you freaking kidding me right now? So thanks to Nikki Cross, and still tag team champions, the Riot Six. However, since we started the show with a brawl, we're going to end it with a brawl, but we're going to end with the whole tag team division fighting. And then with the whole tag team division fighting, Nick Aldis says, I had a feeling this was going to happen. I knew it. Y'all couldn't get it out your system. So this is what we going to do. I don't know if they've been listening to us or it's been some other people out here in the world that's been saying some things that we've been saying. But all of a sudden, at SummerSlam, the entire SmackDown Tag Team division would fight for those titles in a TLC match.
That's so
now
I'm gonna put the Wyatts on a pedestal to win against 5 other teams.
Next,
I will say I did enjoy the ending. Though.
I'm sorry, I did not mean to say that. I'm sorry, I did not mean to say that out loud.
Even after he made the announcement, they still kept brawling. I was like, "Hey, I like this. We still gonna fight. Don't matter." But it took the whole entire tag team division to go fight each other for them to finally make it to a PLE. Cool.
I know. It'll probably be a 7-minute match.
That TLC match should not be no damn 7 minutes.
You know I'm exaggerating, but it won't be as long as it should be.
That need to be a good 20 minutes. Too many superstars and everybody climbing ladders and you gotta
your boy Paul. Because you don't have about 4-5 matches.
It's SummerSlam. You better give it some freaking time. You got 2 nights.
Like I said,
and that's a crop.
You better talk to your boy. That's all I'm gonna tell you.
Did you say that's a crop?
Why in the world they putting that on 2 nights? Why?
2 nights.
Don't worry about it. Royal Rumble's next year.
And that's in Saudi Arabia.
Yeah, I know. Royal Rumble's gonna be 2 nights. Yeah, Royal Rumble's gonna be 2 nights, and that shouldn't happen. But yes.
And then you know what's coming after that? Survivor Series.
And that makes no
sense. If they're gonna have 2 War Games matches, then I don't mind. Or 2, old style SummerSlam.
Either way, you can watch both nights. If they don't have 1 War Games match, you still gonna watch 2 nights.
You mean 2 for each night?
No, they didn't have one war games match for each night. 1 man, 1 female. And they both better main event too.
They can't main event, sir. They have to have one of their championships main event, sir. It's an unwritten rule of the new WWE under Paul. The championship match has the main event.
The gusto of Paul is hilarious.
Now that Paul is fully taking control, we see the best time was the in-between time.
All right, SummerSlam, night 1. This is what we have confirmed for night 1. We would have Tiffany Stratton, Jade Cargill for the WWE Women's Championship. I don't care. I'm going Jay. I don't care. I can't say nothing bad about Tiffany. But damn it, this is Jay's night. And it better be Jade's night.
It should be Jade's night. It won't be Jay's night. Because Naomi's going to ruin it for her.
But I would not be surprised if... Right. I would not be surprised if I would not be surprised if Stratton retains. I would not be surprised.
Naomi, don't you get involved. You on Raw. Don't you get involved in this match. You want to get away from her? You're away from her. Do not get involved. Speaking of championships and ladies, women's world title, tag team titles. Judgment Day versus Charlotte Flair and Alexa Bliss. I'm going Charlotte and Alexa Bliss. I'm going the Twisted Queens. I don't care.
I have to agree. It only makes sense if Charlotte's going to keep doing this, that she's going to get some gold out of it. As you know, she tells people what to do with her storyline, so she'll get gold. She got that Hulk Hogan contract.
Nothing from Cole Johnson. Interesting.
He has no comment.
Yeah,
He has no comment.
I see. I see Bliss and Charlotte winning.
Yeah.
All right. I'm gonna do something that I probably shouldn't do. Cool. Randy Orton, Jelly Roll versus Logan Paul and Drew McIntyre. I can care less.
It's gonna be Orton and Jelly Roll. Come on, Jelly Roll. But it's just for the pop purposes. I could really care less either.
I can care less. And that's me saying about a Randy Orton and Drew McIntyre fight.
Well, it's not a Randy Orton Drew McIntyre fight, or we would all be more into it. They included Logan Paul and Jelly Roll, two outsiders.
So we might need a segment on the show next week, cool, to go back launching fireworks at Paul. Because why are you having
Oh Lord,
Sami Zayn and Karrion Kross going at it again this time at SummerSlam?
That's your boy? That's your boy?
If Karrion Kross do not win,
he just won, didn't he?
see,
He about to win.
problem.
You know he ain't about to win. Samuel's going to get that other win. Samuel's going to get his win back at the pay-per-view. And then he's going to throw his one up.
This is stupid.
That's what's going to happen with Samuel Zayn.
This is stupid.
Preaching to the choir, brother. Brother.
Are we all saying the YSS? Are we all saying the YSS keep the tag team titles on SmackDown?
Absolutely.
Okay.
yes.
Okay.
This is going to be one of those acrobat matches like Kobe talking about for AEW. That's what this
Gymnastics.
is. Acrobats, gymnastics, all that stuff. You might get some splits and some pirouettes. Who knows?
Yeah, you got like 14 people in the match.
TLC, baby.
Well, 12 is actually a 6-pack. So 12 people in the match.
SmackDown only got 6 tag teams, y'all. Crazy work.
Well, Pretty Deadly is injured.
And if they were there, we'd still only have 6 tag teams. Because you have to win something to be considered a tag team.
Jacob Fatu, Solo Sikoa, United States title, steel cage.
Heart says Fatu. Mine says Solo. Got to go with my mind. Heart will get you every time. I've learned that the hard way. Going with my mind. Solo. Tomfoolery, of course, but Solo.
Yep. Same.
Of course, it's going to be tomfoolery. Tyler Tonga going to be the difference maker.
The former Hikaleu. Hikaleu. It's a terrible name.
We don't like neither one of the names.
I like Tyler Tonga better than Hikaleu. I'm just saying.
And that ain't saying much.
It's really not. Not arguing that at all.
Becky Lynch, Lala Valkyria, Intercontinental title match.
Lyra.
Becky wins. You ready for a caveat?
Because of Bailey.
What's your caveat?
I'm going to go Lyra because of the stipulation.
There's no stipulation. There's a regular.
Isn't this that she doesn't beat her?
She doesn't beat her. She doesn't challenge for it again.
Yep. So that's why I'm going with Lyra.
Okay. I'm saying Bailey turns heel. So.
I mean, Bailey has amazing cakes. I love to look at Bailey. Bailey is very pleasant to them. But they have done nothing for me to care about anything besides her cakes and looks in months. So it doesn't matter if she turns heel.
Here we go. What will close out the 2 nights of SummerSlam? Street fight. Undisputed championship. John Cena, Cody Rhodes. There's definitely gonna be some Tom Freely in this one. There's no way. It's definitely gonna be Tom Freely. Charles Robinson is the referee.
Oh yeah, because he's gonna be launched out the ring probably.
I'm gonna go Cena. Think he's willing to do whatever it takes. And Cody's getting there, but I don't think he's there yet. Maybe Dwayne will come back and beat Cody. Yeah, boy. And rub his blood on him. You sell your soul, boy. Oh boy. I'm gonna go John Cena. Somehow to end up in his odds with his favor. But I so want the son of the grandson of a plum to win, if you will. The son of a plumber, if you will.
Yeah, I'm with you.
But you can't always get what you want.
I never thought I was going to hear Rolling Stones today.
Hey, you gotta bring it.
How many more months we got left with John Cena? How many days we got left with John Cena?
We got 4 months left. Well, 5. Well, let me see. August, September. Well, 5. I'm sorry. We got 5 months left. I'm sorry.
Yep. Don't think it's time yet.
Do I see a double turn happening on Sunday?
I don't think it's time for the turn back. Y'all want it too bad.
Yeah, I don't think we're going to see it. Yeah, because of that.
Yeah, Paul don't want it. Paul's like, that's what you want. That's what the dirt sheets have been reporting.
I see a double turn on Sunday.
No, I need shock value.
No.
Time to play.
The only way for you to turn Cody here, he has to be at the end of everything. Like, he has no other options left but to turn. Question is, who's going to help John Cena retain the title? That's what I'm trying to figure out.
I hope it ain't Travis Scott.
No, they killed that program.
I think, yeah, he's done with the W in the E.
I say John Cena retains some type of.
Now he can settle with other. Good. Now he can go back to selling with people when it's Astroworld debacle. Oh, I'm sorry, I didn't mean to say that out loud.
Now, as we get ready to go this week, No, not Cool. Cole Johnson. Do you have a moment of the week?
Moment of the week. Yeah, I would have to actually say when Roman Reigns appeared on Raw. It was sort of reminiscent of, those times when you actually want to have that number one guy come back, and when he does, everyone lose their minds. It was that, and then the promo he cut on Braun Breaker and Paul Heyman. I loved. It was to me, that was the moment that stood out.
Tribal Chief. Cool. Moment of the week.
So my moment of the week is going to be MJF almost getting destroyed by Bobby Lashley, and then also getting the head shakes of disappointment from Shelton Benjamin and MVP. Because I've been waiting for it.
Dummy.
He said, Bobby told him, we're not your henchmen.
That dude is a class A dummy.
King of the douchebags.
Tribal Chief. Hurt Syndicate getting rid of MJF. Interesting. I told Cool I had like 3 options for moment of the week.
Yes, it is.
But you know what? I'm going to stick with my original thought. You know what my original thought was? Moment of the week. AJ Styles. This dude opened up Raw as a valet when Judgment Day was arriving. Middle of the show, he was a janitor. When Adam Pearce was telling Dominic, you better go to the doctor and get medical clear, or my tone will be different the next time I see you. And then at ringside, I told you earlier that the fake kick to the face by Raquel to Dominic, he holding his stomach. The lady medical team came to check on Dominic, and then also you just saw a hand pop out of nowhere. And it's AJ Styles wearing a medical team shirt. That man performed 3 different jobs in a 2.5-hour show.
While stalking Dom.
And he finally get his match, which I did not include in our SummerSlam preview.
AJ Styles.
My moment of the week is AJ Styles. My moment of the week is AJ Styles doing 3 different jobs on Raw.
Well, 4 because he also got he also caught the beat down real quick. So 4.
I was like, man, for AJ to pull that off, that was funny. That was too funny for me. I love that one.
So you were quite tickled.
Oh, that was. I could have went SmackDown Tag Team Division Final making it, but AJ Styles doing all that just to get at the Intercontinental title match, that was too funny. I was like, this man is literally doing 3 different jobs just to get to Dominic.
Whatever it takes.
All right, let's get out of here.
We out.
Ain't no new comments come up, so.
Nah, let's get out of here. We out. Never where you start, it's always where you finish. Tell them 4 people. 4 good. And 4 that may not like you too much. They still like us. Shout out to Mr. Johnson, who had to roll up out of here. We'll be back next week. Shout out to Real Wise Radio. A time was had. Time's had every week. Make sure you share this. We out. Almost. Things got dicey at the end there.